Okay, this is the PCB layout for Hob HC15C calculator. This is a 4-layer board. It is done in Altium Designer. So this is the layer, all the layers. Let's take a look at everything in a little bit more detail. Let's start first with the top layer. Take a look at that. This is the top layer. What you're looking at here, this is the capacitive touch keys for one of the devices that I showed you in the schematic section. These guys here are the capacitive touch keys for the other device that I showed you in the schematic section. Laid out in a ground plane for maximum sensitivity. This guy here is the display for my 20 character display with the icons. It's the JTAG connector. This guy here is the 20mm coin cell battery holder. This is the voltmeter, ohmmeter, and audio circuit. That is the ground plane associated with that. The USB device, this USB device, as well as the USB device itself. This is the 4GB SD drive. It is a removable drive, a power plane and a ground plane as well. I do implement a USB, so we do have on this a differential pair routing for the USB signals. Let's take a look at the bottom side. This is the bottom layer. As you can see, quite a bit of electronics going on the bottom as compared to the top. Here we have this guy here and this guy are the cap touch electronics. They route here to the individual sensors on the back side. This guy here, this is the Cortex M3 processor device. This is the associated E-squared memory, this guy here. Looking over here, this is the power supply circuit, the audio circuit, the two sides of the two USB circuits. As you can see, these guys here in the four corners, those are placement holders for my rubber feet. That's how the calculator stands on the rubber feet. Looking at the plane layers, it's a 4-layer board, so there is a power plane and a ground plane as well. I also have a plane cutout on the top layer. Here, as you can see, used for the analog return. If we take a look at the board in 3D, this is my board in 3D again. These here are the cap touch keys, the JTAG, the coin cell battery. This guy here is a connector for the analog A to D measure for the ohms as well as volts, the two USB connectors as well. Here, this guy over here is the 4GB SD drive. That's the inductor for the power supply. If we flip around back, the buck mode power supply, this is the back side of the board. As you can see, we have this is the processor, the two caps touch devices, associated electronics. This is the audio as well as the power, the backside, the two USB circuits. These guys here are the LEDs. Again, just like the one of the things I like to point out in keeping for nostalgia's sake, as you remember, if you've had an HP 15C calculator, you know they keep notes on the back of the calculator, useful notes. My calculator is really no different. Keep notes on how to use the stack on the back, some other interesting things. So that's the back side of my calculator as well as the front side. Hope you've enjoyed the tour of my calculator, and we will move on and show you some other aspects of the design.